Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. Thank you for being here, and I hope your week is off to a good start. Here we are at Wednesday again. It seems that this first quarter is moving pretty quickly. Today was a very warm day. It was in the upper 60s here in Virginia, and I know sometimes you all mention what I'm wearing in relation to where you are, but temperatures in Virginia are pretty volatile. It can be cold one day and 2 days later it can be 40 degrees different, which is kind of what we're experiencing right now. It's going to be a warm few days and then it's going to get cold again. So when you see me layered, it's cold, and it can go the opposite way. So as the title shows, today I am continuing with a couple of introductions with regard to African Americans and their contribution to the fashion industry. I will be talking about two designers today, and also I will be showing some inspiration for Valentine's looks. If you dress up for Valentine's, if you just go to lunch or to dinner, there's a little something here in all of those spaces. So just want to share that with you, and I will style those. So if you are into red and wear red, that's great. If red is not your color, you can definitely substitute red with some rose colors, pinks, all very great options for, or you can definitely go neutrals with what one of my favorites is, which is off white or white. So we don't have to stick to red. We can do combinations of red and white. There's a lot to do when it comes to what Valentine's looks like if you are looking for something to wear. So I'm going to start with the two designers. And the reason why I wanted to bring this to the forefront here is because I talk about fashion. Also, because there are a multitude of people that were instrumental and currently are instrumental in the fashion industry that we don't hear about, or we know a little bit about, or maybe just know their clothing but not know how they got to be where they are. So this is just my way of sharing that and my contribution to the conversation with regard to fashion and Black history. So I'm going to start with someone that you may have heard of, especially if you are in the New York area. You may not know him by his actual name, but you may have heard of Dapper Dan. I found out about him several years ago, and he has quite an interesting story to tell. And of course, I'm sharing a very small part of what individuals bring to the table. Daniel Day, who goes by Dapper Dan, is a Harlem couturier known as the king of knockoffs. He made a name for himself in the late 80s when he opened his renowned Dapper Dan's boutique in Harlem, a self taught tailor with a unique style. Dapper Dan provided rap culture with its signature style, reworking traditional luxury house products to outfit a slew of emerging hip hop stars and athletes, including the likes of LL Cool J, James Jackson, and Floyd Mayweather. He is most associated with introducing high fashion to the hip hop world with his clients over the years, including Eric B. and Rakim, Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J, and Jay Z. In 2017, he launched a fashion line with Gucci, with which he opened a second store and atelier, Dapper Dan's of Harlem. Dan is included in the Times 100 Most Influential People of 2020. That's Dapper Dan. Christopher John Rogers, hot and popular right now. You may have heard of him. The industry newcomer making waves, Christopher John Rogers has been named one to watch by many. Robin Given put it perfectly. His work is boisterous, deafening, and dramatic. Sometimes it's extraordinarily proudly gaudy. He is the fashion industry's latest obsession. The recent graduate from the Savannah College of Art and Design has a lot of accomplishments under his belt. In 2019, he won the CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund Award. He has been named on Forbes 30 Under 30 list, And he has also dressed some impressive figures, including Michelle Obama, Lizzo, Rihanna, and Cardi B. That's Christopher John Rogers. And if you have not heard of CFDA, it is the acronym for Council of Fashion Designers of America. So that is pretty impressive for him to have been on the scene in such a short period of time. So let's get to the looks. So I'm starting with a color that I absolutely have started to really be fond of for a variety of occasions. And that color is brown. I think with the right color combinations and depending on what you mix it with, brown is going to be very functional in a variety of spaces. So I have brought it out for Valentine's Day, but I'm going to put red with it. So in deciding what I was going to choose to show you, I picked this two-piece pantsuit. The pants are lined, nice for this time of year. And this shade of brown is absolutely very pretty. I think it's very versatile. It's very neutral. And I love the detail here on the front. So it has a little bit of a sheerness to it, as does the sleeve. And I love the detail here. And this is Cynthia Howie, one of my favorites. And what I am pairing this with is going to be a red handbag to start. Now this is not a very bright red. I'm pairing it with this. It's very toned down, and I am pairing this with the brown because the tones are comparable. The concentration of color in both is the same. I've mentioned that in a prior video. And because it has a little bit of texture against all the solid background is one reason why I picked this. And if you have not seen that video, this was a thrifted piece and it had a little brooch on it. I removed the brooch and found that it actually works very well as a standalone without it. And with it, I am pairing a red shoe. Even though this is not bright red, it feels very comfortable to have this shoe with it. So it has a mesh side there, and it's a peep toe with the strap on the ankle. So someone asked me about the number of red shoes that I have. It's actually only 4 pair. It's this one, which is the peep toe. I have 2 red pumps. One is a patent leather, the other is suede, and the 4th one is red and taupe. So I really only have 3 pair of solid red shoes. So just wanted to explain that in case somebody else was thinking the same thing. And then the pair next to it may also appear to be red, but it's actually fuchsia. So it might be showing up as red in the video. So that's look number 1. Look number 2, I'm going with a skirt and a sweater. And depending on where you are, it's going to be definitely, depending on the temperature, it's going to be a nice option. Now, I chose to go with the floral red and black skirt, and it has a bit of flare to it. It's an elasticized waist. I'm pairing it with this sweater because I was going for something a little more simple. Although there is some boldness to the print here, I am offsetting that with the sweater. The sweater is ribbed, and this is one of my favorite sweaters. And it is so because it has fur on the sleeve. And I think that just adds a layer of elevation to the sweater. So I am putting these 2 pieces together. And with it, I am adding a black little purse that has gold hardware. This was a consignment piece. And I am putting that here with it. And my favorite style of shoe, to those of you that are new, is the pump. And I am putting it with this pump. So that's going to be look number 2. So get to your closets, pull out those pieces that you, again, haven't chosen before to go together and see if you can come up with something new and different. Now, it doesn't have to be red and black. If you have pink and black or fuchsia and black, whatever you're comfortable wearing that makes you feel like you're still a part of Valentine's color schemes. So pink and red are definitely great options. Here I have a story with this, and the reason why I mention Cato as some place that I have enjoyed shopping over the years Now, in recent months, the price point has changed a little bit. Like everybody else, the prices have gone up a little bit, but still probably one of the most affordable options around when it comes to your day-to-day fashion. So I'm going to say, just based on where I know I went at least 10 years ago, I've had this top. It has the ruffle across the front, just nice. It's just a very nice few layers there and adds a lot of interest to the top. The back is plain and buttons at the neck with the opening there. And I absolutely love this top. It has served me so very well. And this came from Cato. I am pairing it with this layers and layers of tulle on this skirt. And it also came from Cato. And these two pieces together are creating this look. So I always mention things like that because this is a very recent purchase paired with a purchase from 10 years ago, but they work together. So that is one reason why I don't readily get rid of things that often, unless I have gone through and I feel like I have actually gotten all of my wear out of before I get rid of it. So that together, even though it didn't come together, it looks great together. So with this, I'm pairing another consignment find, and it is this adorable mirrored vintage purse. I absolutely love it. And when I saw it, I felt like I really needed it in my wardrobe. And it's very unique in that it has the mirrors. I am pairing that with this to just dress it up quite a bit. And I'm keeping the black pump. And for look number 4, we're pulling in the red. And in this 2-piece sweater skirt set, I've had it for a very long time. I got this from Steinmart years ago. It was in their boutique section, and I absolutely loved it when I saw it. It has a nice weight to it, and I love the texture of the detail here all across the neckline, down the front, and it also goes around the hem of the top and the bottom of the skirt as well. So I love the movement there. It's also on the sleeve, and I absolutely love this set. So the great thing about having a 2-piece is that we can also mix and match with other pieces. I can wear the top, of course, with another skirt or pair of pants, and I can, of course, match something else with the skirt. So that's the great thing about 2-piece sets that I absolutely love. And I am bringing back the red pump with this, and I am also adding a gold handbag. And what I love about the gold handbag in the metallic or the lame is that it adds a lot of shine, and it is very versatile. It's very neutral. It can be worn with a lot of different things. So I am pairing that with the red. And this was a thrifted find, and I paid $4 for this bag. Love that. So that's look number 4. And again, it does not have to be red because it's Valentine's Day. There are lots of possibilities. So check your closets and see what you're going to have as options, as Valentine's Day will be here really, really soon. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share the video with someone you think may enjoy the fashion mix. And stay tuned for the looks. And we will plan to see you on Sunday, where I have what I think is going to be a special treat. And I look forward to sharing that with you on Sunday. Everyone, until then, have a great rest of your week.